All right, go ahead. I can speak.
Okay.
The water.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9 says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare." So the former things that have come to pass are prophecy, and prophecy came to pass and is coming to pass even now as we speak. All right, such as the mark of the beast being pushed, which the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip.
Yep.
It is also known as the NFC chip implant in Europe, which is Near Field Communication System. That's what it stands for. And RFID means radio frequency identification device. So the mark of the beast is a prophecy that is coming to pass as we speak. Okay? And also the third woe, which cometh quickly, like it reads in the book of Revelation, the 14th, it's like the 11th chapter, the 14th verse. Okay, the third woe is World War III, man. Okay, and that is swiftly coming to pass. How do we know this? Because when we watch the news, we go back to the scriptures, we can see that these prophecies are clearly coming to pass, because that's how we measure the times diligently in itself. Finishing off, and new things do I declare, which are what? The prophecies that are written in this Bible, man. Okay? It says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. The you is referring to the elect of the nation of Israel, specifically the prophets. All right? Because the prophets are the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai has given his secrets, all right, to prophesy unto the elect of the nation of Israel and to the world, man. That's it.
Yeah, the main, and that's what GMS is supposed to focus on is prophecy, bro. You'll never run out of things to speak on if you stick to prophecy, you know, and it cuts the bullshit. You deal with the prophecies. Like right now, the main thing is Russia. What's going on with Russia? What's going on with Syria? What's going on with Israel, the so-called Jews? Because there's something big going on, and nobody talking about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the Cold War is on again. There's a lot of shit. They killing spies and all kind of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So there's something going on, and it's gonna lead to. I think Russia just supplied Syria with some
Missiles?
no, jet fighters.
Okay.
You know, and or was it missiles, man?
That's 300. That's 300.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, no, it was America that America was supplied somebody, and Russia supplied Syria with those missiles. You know, so they're going back. You know, they're helping.
Yeah.
Russia is get Ezekiel. You know what? Go to Ezekiel. Let's just get into it. Ezekiel 38, man, because that's what they're doing. They're being a guard unto Syria. You see, they're being a guard unto those nations that they're gonna be on their side when this thing pops off, man. You know?
This is Ezekiel 38. I'm going to start at verse 1. And the Lord...
Oh, I'm sorry. It was America supplied Israel with some fighter jets.
Fighter jets?
Yeah.
And Russia been supplying all of them in the Middle East, like small countries in Syria with all type of weapons, bombs, you know?
Yeah.
Now, why else would they be doing that? Because they're
Right.
preparing for something.
Yeah, top of the line stuff too. It's not no cheap shit that Russia's giving them.
Defense missiles and all type of...
Technically, it's Russia fight in the head of it all, you know? Because if you more than likely these nations don't got the money to pay for all that shit, so they become slaves because they gotta pay those loans, pay that shit back. So they're like, all right, well, do this for me, do that for me. We squared away, you know? So.
Yep. This is Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
You could break it down, Nas.
And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, and horses, and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Right, meaning what? The Most High is going to make which he did now, or which he's been doing, make Russia a great military might, man.
Yeah, superpower.
A superpower, just like it once was. What was it in the USSR?
Yep.
But now it's coming back, man. That Great Bear is coming back.
Yep.
In the power. Okay. All right. And it said it's going to be a guard, or did you even get there yet? You can just keep reading.
Yep.
Right, and then it says put hooks in that jaw, meaning no matter what peace treaty they might sign with America or whatever peace treaty they might sign with Europe or whatever, the Most High is going to make them against those nations, man.
Yeah, which means they're going to turn them back to how they used to be. They were under a socialist, communism and socialism is the same shit to me. You know, they try to say it's a little different, but they're both the same. You got a fucking dictator. They tell you what to fucking do. All right, they ration out the food and blah blah blah. You know, pretty much you work for fucking nothing. So they're gonna go back. In other words, the Lord's pulling them back to how they used to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that means right there. Put hooks into his jaws, because they were trying to be peaceful and be like democratic, like America and the rest of but it's not working, man. You know?
Yep. And it says.
Oh, there was this week. NATO was doing military drills all throughout the borders of Russia, and they were using live ammunition, man. Tell me that's not a provocation right there. They doing that shit on purpose, showing you that NATO is the beast, and America is the hoe that sits on the beast. You know? See, we gotta keep on bringing that up. Keep on bringing up about the beast. Keep on bringing about the woman. You know, the whore. Keep on bringing up Babylon the Great. This is the times we living in. You know. Keep on bringing up the chip. That's our job. Prophecy, man. There's a lot of Israelites out there that, and I'm not talking about GML. I'm talking about they call themselves Israelites. They don't prophesy, man. They don't even go into the thermonuclear missile. They think that this shit is gonna keep on going. They don't even prophesy that missiles are coming to destroy this place. So right there, they're not living in reality, man. You got live fucking missiles, man, that could be shut off at any time and destroy a whole fucking city. And you got people, they don't even that doesn't exist, you know. Oh, because they said it, because they say that they don't exist. That means they don't exist. You can't talk to people like that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from motherfuckers like that, which is mainly fucking women.
Verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them.
He's mentioned Persia. So who's Persia today? What'd you say? Iran. You know, but you could throw in Syria into that, all that mix. You know.
Verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, and of the north quarters, and all of his bands.
That's going into around that what used to be known as Constantinople. Is all that is called what? Turkey now. Turkey and all those nations in between and all that. You know. Somebody get Joel.
Got it. Oh,
my man, he was ready. He like, got it, man. Yeah. If that was a gun, I would have been shot. Nah, go ahead.
And many people with thee. Verse 7. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Mm-hmm. And they're preparing themselves now, man. Because you got Russia. What is Russia doing? They're supplying all those small countries, Syria, Turkey, even Pakistan, India, with all type of weapons.
Yeah.
You know, and then America is trying to supply weapons to their allies.
Right.
Israel, I believe, Saudi America.
Can I get
America.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3?
Okay.
And I think
so
a time of peace, a time of war.
Be doing this? Why? Because they're preparing for that third world war, man.
Yeah, it's here already. It's not.
Yeah,
it's still brewing up. You know.
3 stages.
Yep.
Verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. That's about it.
Okay. All right. That's the guy the precept, right? Joel? Go ahead.
I got the Joel. It's Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men,
Yep.
let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah. And that's what these all these small, big, and small nations are doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
All nations throughout the whole globe, what are they doing? They're aligning themselves with other nations and preparing for war. What war are they preparing for? That third world war. Why? Because that's the spirit that the Most High wants this whole planet to be in. That spirit of war, man. Because that war, that third woe is coming, spoken of in Revelation, man. Okay? It says, take your plowshares and beat them into swords and pruning hooks, man. Meaning what? Different type of weaponry, or arm yourselves, man, because war is coming. That's why it tells you in Zephaniah 3rd chapter that the Most High, he's getting ready to gather the nations together for what? For his judgment, ultimately to judge all of them, man.
Yep.
Okay. For that.
All right, he's doing it.
War.
He's doing it just for our sakes, man, to bring us back into our land, you know, and to bring things back to how he wanted it from the beginning. That Israel, his people Israel, ruling over all the nations. You know what I'm saying? That's his main purpose, man.
Yeah.
He doing it for his namesake too.
For his name, mainly for his name. That's right. The water, brother. Mainly for his name, holy name's sake. That's right.
It says, let the weak say I am strong. And it says,
Right, all those small countries that 10 years ago, they weren't a strong nation. Guess what? They can say that they're strong now, man. Like North Korea, they talk all type of shit to America. Why? Because they had that nuclear power. They got weaponry, man. Why? Because they're backed by Russia. Okay? All those small nations that are once small again, they've got military might. Who's doing that? Just with